Good morning, and good to see you again. Decided to spend 2 nights in this paradise, plus 28 C, and the water is approaching plus 20 C too. Now heading southeast and taking a path less traveled, at least by me, which is to say, never. There's Aspe, a small village and a cozy marina. There's been a chapel here already in the Middle Ages. The previous one from 1905 was destroyed in a storm in October 1949. The parish couldn't afford to build a new one, so they asked the World Council of Churches for help. And 6 years later, they had a stately new chapel built by youth from all over the world, including Japan and the United States. During the Second World War, German submarines used to hide here. Most warm summers bring a serious algae problem in the Baltic Sea, only in places, but no swimming in this soup. It's 11:30 as Bergholm, Onion Island, drifts past me. Never been there. Looks idyllic, maybe I have to stop here one day. Now there's a nasty looking keel eater. Luckily it stands too high and reveals itself. What a gorgeous summer day. Not for sailors though. That's the small guest harbor of Vänö. Only 15 people live on the island year-round, but in the summer 20 times more. Been there ages ago, in 1997. All I remember is the amount of snakes and the cute tiny old wooden chapel. Anchored in Bärskär, Berry Island, one of the most sheltered anchorages I've come across. The weather is perfect compared with my previous visit in episode 8, when it rained for 24 hours. I was watching this red-breasted merganser for a while, And suddenly it made a loud sound, and in an instant the youth disappeared underwater. Sorry I missed that shot. After 2 nights, it's time to move on to the east. This is a beautiful narrow passage where this galleass Astrid has found an excellent sideways mooring. And the quintessential Finnish sauna. Here my camera missed a seal taking a peek pretty close to the boat. That's the home of the weird worm in episode 7. And that's what we also visited in episode 7, some 6 nautical miles from here. And another cute nut house. This is a spot I wanted to see, and it's too small for anchoring, but looks perfect for your bow. What a way to get around in this maze. After 4 hours of listening to Mr. Perkins, I finally dropped the anchor and not one, not two, not three, but 4 minks are swimming by and landing on a small island. Once again the sun is disappearing in the northwest and looks like it's going to be a peaceful night. It's plus 30 in the shade and 24 in the water, and before heading back west I have to get some ice cream from Costness, not to mention water and groceries, as well as emptying my septic tank. Some 30 nautical miles towards northwest ahead of us today, and the weather couldn't be better. Or what do you guys think up there? Passing the scenic harbor of Holma Island on the right. There you can find 2 nature trails, giant's kettles, a small stone labyrinth, some of which date back from the 13th century. passing Onion Island once more. The sandy beaches of Fårö, the Swedish for Sheep Island. Anchored in Storlandet again, and I just couldn't help watching the beautiful August sunset. The summer holiday is almost over, and I'm afraid I have to start moving closer to civilization, to the north. On the left, a very small guest harbor on Brunskär, Brown Island. Never seen this before. If you're into small idyllic guest harbors, this is a must, I guess. A funny looking ferry named Fish Island, connecting several places in this region. When I was in the army, in the coastal artillery, we used this island for target practice. The basic message in those warning signs is, going ashore can seriously damage your health. Behind that wall was a shooting range. We always had to pause shooting whenever there was a boat passing. Her name is Amarella, and she is going to Stockholm, Sweden. Going northeast up a beautiful strait with a lot of summer cottages on either side. Anchored in Perch Island, where we were in episode 4. In the morning, finally some perfect tailwind for this vessel. 21 miles heading back to, yes, you guessed it, The days here are getting shorter. One more trip to peace and quiet left in mid-October, hoping for good weather. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.